this moment?
Oh, let me see.
Says remind.
Oh, you just remind me tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Click the button.
Oh, why is it still popping up?
Oh.
It says pick a card.
Do you hear any echo or anything, or are you good?
I'm good.
Cool. Alright, so we should probably do some sad songs.
Yeah. How did you guess?
How did I guess? Because I thought you were wrong about it. But when's the last time, so have you been spending some time with this piece
Yes.
in your practice?
Yes.
Nice.
Little bit.
Sorry? A little bit?
Yes.
That's better than not at all.
Yes.
Sad songs, cheerful. It's opening up. Or now for the recording that you make, I'm guessing it has to be with piano, right?
Yes. Memorize?
You don't need to play today if you don't want, Alex.
I'm okay. Only we have some issue on the D session. D.
Yeah. Simple one.
Totally up to you. Totally up to you.
I need to go to washroom first and I'll come back.
Okay, no pressure. I wasn't expecting either way.
We can try. Because,
Yes.
Okay.
Let me go to
Have you
washroom
played
first.
together before?
Yes.
Just so,
Tiny bit.
Now, Alex, do you always play with your mom, or do you ever play with any other pianists?
I've played with a accompanist named Alina before, but most of the times I play with my mom.
Cool.
Free
Do you have
charge.
siblings, Alice?
Huh?
Do you have siblings?
Yes, one very annoying and feisty little sister.
Oh, I'm sure she's nice. She's younger than you. What's her name?
She's Leona.
Leona.
She's 4th grade.
What did you work on in your lesson, Mr. Hetherington?
Working on a new piece, the Tarantella and the Steady.
The Tarantella what?
The Tarantella. Well, David Popper thing. That one.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were doing that. Are you still working on Casado with him?
Yeah.
And also what was it, the Vivaldi?
Vivaldi, yeah.
Cool. Now, does your mom play in your lessons when you have the lesson with him?
Yeah, sometimes, when before competitions and big events, he wants to hear what's the result.
Now, do you, as part of this studio, do you ever get opportunities to perform, like at Gungold, or are most of your performances just when you have a competition or need to make a recording?
In Taylor, there's these monthly concerts, showcases, recitals, master classes that are every other week. You can sign up for them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay, do you ever sign up?
Yes, I do. Yes.
I'm sorry, you do?
Yes.
Okay. When's the next one that you're going to do you know?
They're thinking you can sign up anytime for master
Just curious.
classes.
I mean, you could, whenever especially when you need to record something, I actually find recording things to be harder than performing them.
Yeah, you get you feel fresher like this.
Yeah, because you get a good take. So it's really helpful actually to perform first.
Yeah.
I know we have time, but when the time comes closer, you might want to find an opportunity to perform some of the things that you're going to record.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be all of it, but.
Yes, we will. Yes, I already signed up, and then monthly concert and something competition we're gonna run through. So local competitions, and then we're gonna run through the pieces. But yeah, obviously no pressure for that because I know Morningside is very hard, but we just find some small goal and to try, right? To work on it.
To have something that you're working towards. So
Right.
happens.
Yeah.
But
if all else goes wrong, we're going Vima again.
Yeah.
Alright, so shall we do some songs?
Yes.
Okay. So with me or without?
Totally up to you, Leah. I'm happy either way. I haven't done this in a while with Alice, so if you don't want to play, you don't have to. But
Up to you, Alice. Then.
let's try it with piano first, and then once we know what we need to work on, then we'll then maybe Alice and I can just do some work together.
How wonderful.
It's good. You have your own orchestra. But one more time from the chromatic scale. So you're still getting one beat behind. Yeah, so part of what's happening is that Alice, Leah, so when she comes out of her chromatic scale to her C natural, you're a little bit ahead of her.
Oh,
So maybe when you get to, so it's not anybody's fault. I think we just need to find a way. I want you to know how it lines up with the piano. So when you have bum 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 ba da 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 in the second bar, you can just spread those a little bit so that she has a little bit more time. What's happening, Alice, is your triplets are just a little bit too slow. All right, let's try again.
same place or 2 bar before, like.
Alice, you gotta wait for it. So Alice, your open A is not in the right place. Your open A is the one. One second. I'm gonna sing what your mom has in the left hand. There's 2 notes that I'm gonna sing, okay? It's an E and an F. And I want you to listen carefully. Da 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 da. So don't play. Da da da. When she has her F, that's when you play your open A string. Your open A string has to line up with da 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 da. Whatever happens, whatever happens, you can't just go ahead. You have to adjust the piano because right now it's getting a full beat behind. Let's do it again. With your arm. Now you see where you're behind. Well, just very good. That's exactly right. I'm asking you not to count. I'm asking you to be with your mom.
Okay.
Alright, okay. That's right. The reason that you have to cut the notes short in order to make it work, which is what you did perfectly, Alice, is because your triplets are too slow.
Yeah.
They're too slow.
So can we triple like that? You.
1, 2, 3. That was good. Once you got there, then everything's fine. You just stick to your guns after you get there. That was perfect.
Oh, really? Okay, we're gonna work on that.
I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it finally lined up for the first one, the open A for the first time. Then what happened is you started rushing out. So just once you get to that open A string, just stay stable. Another place you're rushing a lot, Alice, is before A, 4 bars. So you see how it says there's a poco animato? What does that mean? Do you know what that means, Alice? This is right before A, like 8 bars. There's a poco animato.
Oh yeah.
What does that mean, Italian? Do you know?
Like lively, little and lively.
A little bit animated. So it's supposed to be a little faster there, but then once you get there, you have to stay in the same tempo. So suddenly in a totally different tempo once your mom stopped playing. Can you do right on the poco animato and stay that same tempo? Now, I'm not saying that it has to be like a metronome, right? But that is technically what you just played is correct. So now we got to make it musical and exciting. Not that fast, not that fast, not that fast. Maybe you can speed up just a tiny bit, but nothing crazy. And then there's a rallentando. Da, 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 yeah, that was not bad. Good, that was not bad. Now, let's go back to the beginning. I have one quick question though. Before the poco animato, 2 bars. Do you see those lines over the notes?
Yeah. Tenuto.
What do the lines mean? Do you know what the lines mean? They're called tenutos.
Yes.
What are they instructing you to do?
It's like
They're instructing you to hold the note for the full duration. So
Yeah.
it's not dots. It's, if anything, it's
The opposite
more
of
connect. So can you not lift the bow between all of those notes? Every single one. That's the big. We are suddenly in a new section.
huh?
Let's go from the beginning.
Okay.
In the tenuto part, you didn't vibrate. You gotta vibrate. Single note you need to vibrate. And so there's also one other accent that I know I'm just being very, very picky, but you already know this piece, right? Now we want to take it to the next level. If you look, there's an accent written. Where's the accent written?
It's
Oh, before so before that, the A, the open A, the harmonic that you play. Yeah, good. Can you make that dramatic? Let's do chromatic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the downbeat, Leah.
bar 1.
The second time around. It happens twice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't do it the second time. Let's do it again. From measure 8. You're not doing the accent. You did it before.
What? Yeah.
You're only vibrating on the first There are 8 of them. You're only vibrating the first one. Can you vibrate all 8 of them? Suddenly, way faster tempo. You started well, you did and then suddenly you went twice as fast. So so make sure that it's approximately the same tempo. It's okay to speed up a little bit, but don't double the tempo. Can we do from the poco animato?
You go.
Yeah.
When we get to here, when you get to letter A, what happens? What does the composer write? Who has the melody at letter A?
The piano.
The piano. So you sound great, but you're playing so loud there that it's drawing attention away from the melody in the piano.
So.
Can you, not less musical, Alice, but can you be more accompaniment there? Can we do, let's do one bar before A, da 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 da, and then just support the piano there. One bar before A.
Yes, right.
You're too loud there. So can you play a little bit closer to the fingerboard and let the piano come out more? And you just play a little bit softer.
I'm too used to
Yeah.
being a soloist.
Yeah, but you can be a soloist on 2 notes. I'll tell you which 2 notes, Alice. It's the D sharp and the F natural. Yeah, when you get to these 2 long notes, you have to crescendo during the note. Can you crescendo in the vibrato as well? So how would you crescendo in the left hand? What would you do with the left hand?
Like
The right hand is good, but the left hand is
more
basically
wider vibrato.
What about a faster, getting faster in the vibrato too? Can you try that? In order to make a crescendo, it needs to start slower and get faster, right? Can you do an exercise? I want to try something because your vibrato is not getting faster. I can see that you're trying, but the speed is not increasing in the vibrato. So can you hold an A, and now start with a slow vibrato, and faster. Still keep going, keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. Slower. So we're going to do faster and slower. Don't change don't change bows a lot. And in the left hand, I want you to start slow, then get faster and faster and wider, and then do the reverse. So then get slower and slower, and then do it again. So we're going to do these swells in the left hand. Okay, I want to practice getting faster and slower in the left hand. The right hand should always be long bows. Can you try that? Please don't stop. Keep going. You're just crescendoing and you're just getting louder and softer. The speed of the vibrato is what I'm talking about. I don't care about the dynamic right now. Yeah, and then you want to get slower again. Get the vibrato so you're not getting slower. You do the same thing with the third finger on the C natural. Yeah, so this is something you need to practice because the speed of your vibrato, I feel, is something that you don't have much control over right now.
Yes.
You're good at crescendoing and diminuendoing, but the left hand should go along with it. So when you get to those long notes, yes, crescendo, but also crescendo with the vibrato as well. The vibrato should get faster over the course of the note. So let's do it from there. Let's just go on from dum, dum, big crescendo right there. Okay, but the vibrato is the same also. You're not doing anything with the vibrato. The vibrato needs to get fast. There you go, that's better. Now, you hold the second note a little bit longer because you're cutting the C a little bit short. It's getting better. The vibrato is still struggling to get faster. Well, that was good. That was good. Yeah, but don't diminuendo at the end of that note. You got to crescendo through the C all the way until the end. Can you do it again? Yeah, but there's a rest between them, right? All right. So this is something to practice. You want to practice doing this and not allowing the pitch to change. Because right now, what's happening is you're struggling to speed up the vibrato. You're trying so hard, and because you're trying so hard, then the finger starts to move around, and it's no longer the same note. Because you haven't practiced this kind of exercise before. Can you try practicing this a little bit each day on these two notes, so that you really have real good control of the speed of your vibrato? It'll help make it so much more dramatic when you do this crescendo. It's very good, but I'm talking about being great. There's a difference. Okay? Alright, let's go on. Let's do from B, letter B, as in, I don't know, boy.
Yeah, big fan. Bach.
That's a better one.
Okay.
So Alice, your mom's gonna give you the downbeat. But look at the markings. Ta 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 ta. What happened there?
It's tenuto.
You try it once without piano just so we can practice the left doing the tenutos. You're holding each note and vibrating all 8 of them. Don't change the tempo. Just the tempo. So the tempo's. What fingerings are doing? Can you do slowly? Second finger on the A.
Yes, that's
No,
what
not
it's
second. I would do third finger. So second finger, then third.
This is what it's working here.
Oh, that's weird.
And
Can
David,
you change it? Can you do the third finger on the A? First finger on the F sharp. That way that eliminates a whole shift. You're shifting too much. That's a lot better. Can you write that in so that it eliminates a whole shift to do that? Can you write it in so you don't forget?
David wanted me to do a 2.
Wait, no. You have to listen.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with a 2, but what was happening, Alice, was when you're doing all 2s, you're missing the shifts because there's too many shifts. And it's not your fault, it's just because there's too many shifts. So if you want to do a 2, that's fine, but I would do a 1 on the F sharp.
You want to fix
So you have
it right
fewer
now.
shifts. I think some fingerings are great, but they require so much extra work to make it sound good. And I think in this case, this will make it a lot simpler for you. Now, I have a challenge for you. If you want to do the finger from Mr. Ellington, that's okay, but for next time, you have to make it really, really good.
Yeah.
So if you can show me, if you want to do a fingering, if you can show me that you can do it really, really well,
Yes.
then I'm always happy with whatever fingering you choose to.
Yes.
The reason I'm changing it is because didn't feel like it was working. Because the minute you started adding vibrato, it felt like your left hand was guessing where it needed to shift to, as opposed to knowing where it needed to shift to. Do you understand the difference between guessing and knowing?
Yes.
I want you to know exactly where all 8 of those notes are. Let's do from letter B again. Yeah, do it from there. Good. Alright, let's go on. Yeah, the end is not the right rhythm. You have to hold the last note. That's not right. Yeah. Can you tap your feet on quarter notes and see what I'm talking about? So
Yes.
you got to hold that whole last note for a quarter note before you change to the eighth notes. You want to try? Can you try again? That was good. That was very good. Keep going. Very good. This is a very tricky section. It's really important that you do the dynamic in the second bar of the double stops. So what's the dynamic when you start the double stops? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And then what happens?
There's a piano.
Yeah, that's a big difference, right? From that skipping three whole dynamics. So you have to drop down, and then that leaves you room, Alice, to crescendo. Where does the crescendo begin?
It begins in.
Good. And then when you get to the end, can you try it once, keeping the bow on the string? Because if you do same notes, if you do staccato, it feels a little too playful as opposed to triumphant.
Yeah.
What's the difference between triumphant and playful?
Playful is carefree.
Playful is like a little child playing, like with their toys. But this is not that. This is the hero of the story, Alice Kong, has made it through this really, really difficult section of double stops. And you have triumphed over that section. And now you get to finally celebrate. You finally get to the top of the mountain. And if you bounce spiccato, then it doesn't sound triumphant, it sounds like you're playing games. Can you challenge yourself to see how many notes you can vibrate in that? Alright, better. One other thing is when you have these harmonics, you know where I am?
Yes.
I would stop playing a harmonic in the fifth measure. Because that's when the piano starts to move again. Good, yeah, right. Is it written in like in the part?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Is it printed in the part, or is it written in by your teacher?
It's printed.
Interesting. Okay. All right, that's fine. Can you vibrate on these chords? So go back 8 measures. But go back 8 measures. There's another chord.
That?
No, after that. Sorry, before that. Wait, so I'm talking about it's an E major chord. Yeah, that one. Is that the fingering you're doing?
Yes, it's the one David wrote it.
Kala.
So it's fine.
Kala.
Okay. It's fine to do those fingering, but you have to be able to vibrate on it. Now, the reason you're not being able to vibrate is because you're holding all 3 fingers down for the whole note. But you don't need to hold them down for once you get the first note done. You can just hold the last 2 notes. You try 1-1-3. 1-1-3. Which one is easier for you to vibrate? 1-1-3 or 2-2-4?
1-1-3.
Okay. So then, can you find a way to do 1-1-3? What if you did? So change the fingering for the 4 notes right before it. Do 2-1. 1-2. So second finger on the C natural.
Wait a second, let me write this down.
So you're just going to shift everything up a little bit. It's the 1 finger. So second finger on the C natural and the G, and first finger on the E. 2-2-2-2-2-3.
2-2-3. Can you repeat that?
Yeah. So on the that's 2-2-2-2-2-3. Second finger on all those. Yeah. And you gotta keep the hand flat in order to do that 5th. There. Now, if that's uncomfortable for you, you can go back to the fingering you're doing, but then just shift up so that you can do 1-1-3 on the chord. That's all I really care about, is that the 1-1-3 is on the chord, because you told me that that's easier for you to vibrate on.
Okay.
If there's one thing I want you to focus on in this piece, and also in general, Alice, it's to be more thoughtful about your left-hand vibrato. Because it doesn't seem like sometimes you do what is easiest, but not what is most musical in the left hand. So I want to find ways for you to vibrate more in the left hand. It makes such a big difference when you do it.
Yes.
It's really nice when you do it.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back. Let's do from do, C natural and G string. So like 4 bars before this. The space needs to be a little bit smaller between the fingers. Can you try that again? Is your left hand okay? Yeah, you can practice the intonation. But I do think the vibrato is better. All right, let's keep going. Let's skip ahead to letter E.
Okay. Changes a little bit.
Now when you shift, I like that fingering, going up the D string, but when you go onto the D string, can you make something more of it? Can you make it into a beautiful musical thing as opposed to vibrated the first finger, the A, when you went up on the D string, the first note on the D string that you played. Yeah, but that's not where you shift up. You shift up onto a first finger. First finger. On the D string, when you go up on the D string, vibrate the first finger. Ritardando at the end. Yeah, I think it's okay to slide down to that note, but right now the slide you're doing, it sounds a little, I think it's a little over the top. Can you maybe do a more subtle slide? You know what it is? I think it's in the right hand. Maybe when you do the slide, don't press so hard with the right hand. Right now it sounds like as opposed to yeah. Can you try again? And when you do the ritardando, bless you. When you do the ritardando, what's the dynamic asking you to do in the ritardando?
It's diminuendo.
So even though the notes are going higher, can you still get softer? Try again. That's getting better. That's really nice. All right. One last thing I want to mention, and these are all things that you need work. They need to be worked on during the week because it's so easy to forget all these little details because you know this piece. It's really solid. What we're talking about is the details that will make it great, and those are hard to remember. So please do practice these things. The only other detail I want to mention right now is if you go back to letter B. you see how you have these big octave shifts? Why do you think the composer wants you to go up an octave? Musically speaking, like what is the effect on the listener when you have these big octave shifts? Why does he do that? Because he didn't need to shift you up an octave. He could have just did da 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 da. Why did he do da da da?
He wanted it to be dramatic.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's virtuosic. It's impressive.
Yeah.
And I think you need to make more of that. So when you get to that top note, it's like again, you triumphed. Da, da. Can you sing that? Da, da. No, sing the octave lead. And how triumphant can you make it sound when you sing it? Even more triumphant. Right now it sounds like you're like a bird call, what you're doing right now. I'm asking you to do like a trumpet. Da, da. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Can you now play it exactly like that? Yeah. That's really good. Now can you put it in context from letter B? Start at letter B and I'll tell you when to stop. Good, it's more triumphant now. But you don't have to rush the shift. You can enjoy the shift a little bit more. Good. When you get to the top, keep vibrating throughout the entire note. Like I said, I really only care that it sounds good.
Yes.
Not about what fingering, I don't care about fingering so much as I care about how it sounds. So you have two options, you can practice them both, and then next time you can decide which one sounds better. But the main thing is just the vibrato, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so maybe we can hear this again next time. But you know this piece really well. So you just gotta practice it a little bit every day. Remind yourself of these details and make sure that they become really second nature to you. Do you know what the phrase second nature means?
No.
Second nature means it comes naturally. You don't even have to think about it. Right now, all the things I'm telling you to do, your brain has to think about it.
Yeah.
But if you practice them enough and you repeat them again and again, it gets to the point where you don't have to think about it anymore. It's like riding a bike. You don't have to think about, oh, I put my right foot here, my left foot there. Do you know how to ride a bike?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to think about, where your right foot goes and left foot. It just happens naturally.
Yeah.
And that's where I want to get to with these little details, okay? All right. Good job, Alice.
Hi, Bruce.
Yeah, sorry. He's making a mess. Bruce, so bad. All right.
Okay.
See ya. Thanks for meeting today.
Okay, Mom.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Nice playing.
Thank you. Sorry, he's already on that.
Good. See you next time.
See you. Good. 你学的东西呢？